Well, he just got here. Where have you been?
Out.
Where's your little girlfriend?
Don't get insulted. Who put all these artichokes in here? What's going on?
Dad. He brought them back from the desert.
What desert?
The one in Hot Springs.
Oh. He went to look at this pathetic piece of property, I guess.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm throwing these out. It's a joke being artichoke back when we're out of food.
It is food.
You call this food? It's some kind of foreign plant. Where does an artichoke come from? Not the US of A, that's for sure.
Yeah, but we're starving, and enough of the artichoke throwing.
Shut up about that. That's ridiculous.
No, how do you know about this desert property anyway?
I just know. That's all.
He told you? He never told me about it.
I just happen to know that he was screwed out of $500 of the shrewd business deal.
Taylor.
What?
Taylor's the one who sold it to him, right?
Don't be ridiculous. And it's Miss Taylor B. Have some respect.
I mean, how else would you know?
Miss Taylor is not the only person involved with real estate, you know.
Yeah, but she is the only one who's been sneaking around
Sneaking?
here.
She doesn't sneak. She comes right up the front door every time. She's a lady.
She's a snake.
You're just jealous of her.
Don't dare give me that shit. I've seen her walking around the property for months with her briefcase.
She's a speculator. That's her job. That's what speculators do. They deal in the future. It's very important in this day and age to have someone that advocates has the value of land, sees potential.
There is no future.
Don't talk stupid. You remind me of your father.
And you know what? What is she anyway? First you tell me that she's a lawyer, and now she's some sort of speculator.
I don't delve into her private affairs.
Oh, you don't, huh?
Why are you so bitter all of a sudden?
It's not all of a sudden.
I should think you'd be happy to leave this to travel to other parts of the
I
world.
am not leaving.
Oh, yes, you are. We all are. I've sealed the deal. All it needs is one last little sugar for me and it's over. The whole thing. The rusted out tractor, the beat up cars, the moldy avocados, the insane horse, the demented sheep, everything.
And then you're free, I suppose.
Exactly.
You know what? You're too late. All your wheeling and dealing that you did with Taylor, you missed the boat.
What do you mean?
Dad's already sold it.
You must be crazy. He couldn't sell a shoestring. Look at him. Look at him lying there. Does it look like a man who was looking as valuable as a piece of property to you?
He's beat you to the punch and he doesn't even know it yet.
Don't talk stupid. And get this junk out of here. I'm tired of seeing broken doors every time I come in here.
It's a new door.
Get it out of
You
here!
better not wake him up.
I'm not tiptoeing on my own house anymore. I'm tired of feeling like a foreigner in my own home. I'm not afraid of him anymore.
You should be. He's gonna kill Taylor, you know.
He's always gonna kill somebody. Every day he's gonna
And he
kill
means it
somebody.
this time. He has nothing to lose.
That's for sure.
You know what he told me? Right before he passed out on the table in his drunken little ramblings. He told me that he was gonna kill you too.
Do you know what this is? It's a curse. I can feel it. It's invisible, but it's there. It's always there. It comes onto us like nighttime. Every day I can feel it. Every day I can see it coming. And it always comes. Repeats itself. It comes even when you try to stop it. Even when you try to change it. And it goes back. Deep. It goes back and back to those cells and genes.
What? The money. I'll deliver it.
Wesley, don't you touch that money. It's tainted. Don't
You
you
got the
touch it.
papers. I'm his oldest son.
You're his only
Just
son.
give it to me.
All right, buddy. Just don't go off half-cocked. That's a lot of spend change for a young man.
Wesley, it's illegal. You'll be an accomplice.
There's not enough here for you to go to Europe on, Mom. Not even close, so just stop.
You know, I want to take you to this place, a little steakhouse. What do you think? Make a nice little steakhouse.
Yeah, sure.
People stopping off the highway. Have steak, martini, have a cocktail, and look out over the valley. Nice and peaceful. Might even have a little Japanese garden out front. With a few goldfish swimming around, you know? Might even have an 8-hole pitch putt course out there too. The place is full of potential.
Wesley!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company. I've got the final draft drawn up.
It's too late.
Excuse me, what's too late?
The whole thing. Weston sold it.
That's silly. I've got the final draft in my case. All they need is your signature.
Who's this character?
Weston sold it for $1,500.
That's impossible.
There it is right there. Weston's got it in his hands. Wesley's taking it.
He can't sell a piece of property. He's incompetent. We've already been through that.
Hey, listen, boss. I don't know what your story is, but it's just you. Get the fuck out of here. This is my deal here. Understand?
Who's this?
He's the buyer.
You're too slow on the trigger, Taylor, huh? Took it right out from under you, didn't he?
Well, then it's a matter of going to court then. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. Legally, he's a ward of the state. He can't sell land.
Well, I checked the deed out in City Hall, and everything's above board.
The deed's got nothing to do with this. I'm speaking of psychological responsibility. The man's a dipsomaniac.
Does that apply to buying the same as selling?
What's he talking about?
Nothing. Wesley will give that money back.
Does that apply to buying dried up land in the middle of the desert with no water and 100 miles to the nearest gas pump?
I think you're trying to divert the focus from the situation here. Your father is psychologically and emotionally unfit to be responsible for his own actions. And therefore any legal negotiations issuing from him cannot be held binding.
You're saying this. What she thinks she is.
This can easily be proven in the court of law. We have first-hand evidence that he's prone to fits of violence. He has a driver's license that's been revoked and he still keeps driving. He's unable to get insurance. He's unable to hold a steady job. He's absent from the home 90% of the time. He has a jail record. It's an open and shut case.
What are you, a lawyer or something? Where do you get off talking like that in my house?
It's not your house. That's what she's saying. Can you listen? Do you have a brain in your head?
Listen, lady, I sell booze. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of weird stuff in my bar, but I've never seen anything as weird as this character. Never seen anything I can handle.
You know, you best take off, Taylor, before it all catches up to you.
I refuse to be intimidated any further. I put myself out on a limb for this project, and all I've met with is resistance.
I'm not resisting.
You may not understand this, but I've got corporations buying me, executive management, banks, people of influence, people with ambition who realize the importance of investing in the future, building this country up, not tearing it down. You people carry on as if the whole world revolves around your petty little existence, as if the whole world's holding its breath for your next move. Well, it's not like that. Nobody's waiting. Everything's moving forward. Everything's moving on without you. The wheels are in motion. The only thing you can do is to cooperate, to play ball, to join us. Invest in the future of this great land, because if you don't, you'll all be left behind. Every last one of you. Left high and dry. And nothing's going to save you. Nothing and nobody.
Excuse me, Mrs. Tate?
Yes.
Are you Mrs. Tate?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry I have knocked, but there's no door.
That's all right.
I'm Sergeant Malcolm, Highway Patrol.
Well, what is it?
You have a daughter, Emma Tate.
Yes. What's wrong?
She's been apprehended.
What for?
It appears she rode her horse through a bar downtown and then shot the place full of holes with a rifle.
What?
What bar?
A place called the Alibi Club. I wasn't there at the time, but they picked her up.
That's my club.
Are you the owner?
That's my club!
You're Mr. Ellis.
What kind of damages?
We'll have to get an estimate, but it's pretty severe. She shot the whole place up. Just lucky there was no one in it at the time.
Give me that money back!
Hey, you can't let her get away. She's getting away. You gotta catch her.
Who?
That lady right there. She's a confidence lady, an embezzler, whatever. She sold my old man phony land.
That's not within my jurisdiction.
I know he sent her down there. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. He's crazy. If he thinks he can put that kind of muscle on me, what does he think he is anyway? I'm gonna sue him blind for this. I'm gonna take that shirt right off his back. I was trying to do him a favor. I was trying to stick out my neck for him. You just tell him, when he wakes up out of his stupor, that he's in bigger trouble than he thinks. Just remember that I own this place, so don't try more funny stuff. I got friends in high places too, and I deal directly with them all the time.
I was parked out there under a nice little lean-to with nothing but my favorite K-bar knife, a pot of boiling hot water, and an iron to cauterize everything, you know? It's a messy job on all accounts, but it's got to be done. I think I had about 20 spring lamps to do that morning. It was a nice bright morning too, nice and crisp. The dew was still on the stems of all the grass, and as you looked out, the sun made it sparkle like diamonds. Had them all put in little cages, just like you were. It was real quiet too. Not much of a sound except for a couple crows calling about their babies, but that was it. So I got started in, had about maybe 5, 6 rams done, and all of a sudden I started to see the shadow flying around, you know? I didn't see it, but I felt it, like an icy little tingle all the way up my back, you know? And I looked up to maybe see a vulture or a red tail, but to my surprise, I saw this humongous eagle flying above me. And now, I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to be a flyer. And I know my aeronautics, and this guy was doing some straight-up suicidal antics. He would tuck his wings in, real down low, at as much speed as he could, just to right back up at the last minute. And I watched him get far, I watched him get small in the distance, and I went back to my work. But about 5 rams later, he came back again, and this time, he was even closer. I could feel the tickle of his feathers on the back of my neck, the thunderclap whoosh of his wings on my ears as he went back up into the sky. And I thought, why is he bothering me, huh? And then I realized he was after those little testes, huh? Those little remnants of manhood. So what I did was I took about a handful of them and I threw them up on top of the roof. And then I waited. Went back to my business, but I was keeping an eye out for him, though. Just minding myself. Didn't think he'd come back. It was real quiet, you know? I created one of them lambs, I took one of them testes and I threw him up on top of the roof. And every single time, he came shooting on down like the Cannonball Express. And every time I got that feeling, you know? And then there came...
And then what?
I'm sorry, were you listening to me?
I'm here, aren't I?
I don't know, are you?
I'm here.
Yeah, so what?
So what happens next?
Well, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the lamb.
So then talk to me.
I'm not going to tell the story again. What happened to you, huh?
Wouldn't believe me if I told you. Ran into a brick wall.
Oh. Well, then go get yourself cleaned up, all right?
What happens next?
I told you, I'm not telling the story
Well,
again.
then I ain't cleaning up now, am I?
Are you all right, son? You drinking enough water? All right, you're not sick, you're not drunk, are you?
I was trying to get your money back.
What money?
From Ellis.
Oh, Ellis. Oh, no, yeah, don't you worry about him, son. Ellis is a punk, all right? He's a punk chump crook.
The punk chump crook who ran off with your money. He has everything now. He has the house.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll there. He doesn't have anything. I'm not selling the house. Decided to stay.
What?
Yeah. Decided to fix up the place, put in a brand new door. Didn't you notice?
Oh.
Well, you should have noticed. You walked right through it. Now listen, I've decided to fix this place up. You understand me? I've decided to stay. I've decided.
Fixing it up?
Yeah. You know, this place could really be something if somebody just put a little effort into it, you know? Now, go get yourself cleaned up, all right? Actually, get yourself some coffee. You look like 40 miles of rough road. You know, I haven't walked around this property in so long. So that's the first thing I did, you know? I got up bright and early, and I walked around the whole place. And when I did, some strange things started to happen to me.
You're like what?
Well, first I started to wonder, who was this guy walking around the orchard at 6:30 in the morning? Couldn't be me. Didn't feel like me. You know, it felt like some kind of character. Like some weirdo in a dungy overcoat and dirty boots and a dusty cap and all that, you know? I didn't feel like that I should be the owner of a property as nice as this. And then I started to get scared. I thought, if I'm not the owner, then who is? The owner's gonna come looking for me. The owner is gonna come find me and blow my brains out for trespassing. And so I started to hide, you know, trying to get real low, hide around. I didn't want to die, but I was also embarrassed, you know? I didn't feel like I should be in a place as great as this. Not that it's clean, certainly not fancy, but it's peaceful. You know, it's real peaceful. And then it hit me. I was leaving. And I was walking on a piece of property that I could call my own. And that gave me a great... I put on my clothes and I got butt naked. Threw my clothes out and started to get a real feel of what it's like to be a homeowner, you know? Made my way all around the house, feeling up all the tables, the plates, the cups, everything. Getting a real feel of what it's like, you know? Stripped my skin off like some kind of animal. And then I made my way into the bathroom. Made myself a nice hot bath. You hear me? Fog up all the windows and the glass on the medicine cabinet. Let that hot water sink into my skin. Then I drained it out, filled it up again. This time with cold water. You understand me? Ice cold water. Slowly filling its way up, all the way up to my neck. Enticing me and making me wake right up. Hopped out of that bathtub, put on some nice clean clothes, and started doing the things I love doing again. Doing some yard work, doing some laundry, you know, making some breakfast. I haven't made bacon and eggs in an age.
Bacon and eggs?
Yeah. Strangest thing, icebox got full of food overnight. Like magic, you know? It's like a miracle on Christmas morning, you know? It's if somebody knew that I was gonna need this, that I was gonna need this to be reborn, you understand me?
Mom.
And then I started to do the laundry. And I did everyone's laundry, all right? Walked around the house, picked up all those dirty piles of clothes. Did everybody's. Your mother's, your sister's, even some of yours. Hey, some of those socks. Ew. But I did them. I did them all. The strangest things started to happen to me. Every single time I picked up a piece of clothing, it was as if I could feel the person who it belonged to being in this house with me. I could feel their spirit living in here with me. Like we were all trapped, you know? We were all stuck together, and there was no way of escape. But I didn't feel like escaping. We were here together. Not because it's some social thing, but because it's an animal thing, you know? We are bound here by flesh and blood. We're not a family because we're supposed to be. We're a family because we want to be. And when I realized that, that gave me a real good feeling, son. It gave me a feeling of hope.
You know what? I couldn't get your money back.
What
That's
money?
what I keep telling you. I could from Ellis. I couldn't get your money.
Hey. Calm down, all right? Ellis, huh? Is that who did this to you? Listen to me, son. Ellis does not have the brains God gave a chicken, all right? And you march back upstairs. Take yourself a nice bath, and I'll have a nice breakfast waiting for you, all right? Go on, before I start taking swings at you. Go on. You know, I was looking into that thing you talked about too before, that Avocado Growers Association. Yeah, you know, I think we could really turn this place around. First things first, we wouldn't have to hire Mexicans or nothing. We could just cut out the middleman, sell right to the distributor. And that tractor, completely lost. Time just starts to tick by. You lose everything, you know, you lose all senses of yourself. Your body starts to get hypnotized, you know, your mind mesmerized. You feel as though you've fallen into a coma in which you're never going to wake up. You feel as though you've lost an integral part of yourself that you are never going to get back. But I assure you, there is a way. There is a salvation. And it resides in that table. You understand me? That nice, hard table will bring you back. You understand me, dear? I swear to the Lord that this table will bring you back. This table will bring you back to life.
You should have been a preacher.
You think so?
Great voice you have. Deep. Resonates.
Oh dear, you know I'm not a public person.
I'm so exhausted.
Well then sleep. By all means, dear, sleep.
You should have seen that jail, Weston.
My dear, There you are. Listen, I ate a little bit of your bacon, a little bit of your eggs, but there's still plenty left. All right? Why don't you dig in?
You can have the rest of it.
Son, what are you wearing?
I found them.
You found them. Son, you all right? You go upstairs and you take a nice warm bath, get all nice and clean, and you go and put on some clothes that I threw out. Clothes, mind you, that I have pissed in, shit in, and God knows what else in.
They fit me, don't they?
Yeah, I guess they do. You know, I cannot fathom you sometimes. Hey, what'd you do with that lamb anyway?
I butchered it.
Why'd you go and butcher the goddamn thing for, huh? Why?
We needed food.
Son, the icebox is chock full of food. What is the matter with you, huh? The damn thing was getting better. All you had to do was leave it inside and it would have got better. You understand? Son. All right, listen, son. I know you've been a little stressed out. I know you've had to take over some of the chores and a lot of the stuff because I've been gone. But hey, I made it up to you, didn't I? Yes, I did. I got you those artichokes, didn't I? Yeah. I drove 2 miles out just to get you those artichokes. You understand me? Son, will you just stop that, all right? You're not that starving, all right? We're not that bad off. We're not that... You know I've seen real starving people, huh? We're not that bad off, goddammit. I know the problem with you, huh? You are spoiled. You understand me? You're spoiled. This place is a young person's paradise. Any kid your age would give their eye teeth to have what you have. You understand me? Honey, you gotta wake up. The boy's gone feral. I don't know what to do. Honey. I know what you're trying to do. Yeah. You're trying to make me feel guilty. But it's not gonna work, you understand me? I have grown, I have evolved. I've become a whole new person now. You understand me? I've become a whole new person. You can't touch me.
They're gonna kill you.
Who's gonna kill me? I know what you're talking about. Nobody's gonna kill me.
Maybe you didn't hear me. Through your self-righteous bullshit! But I couldn't get your money.
What money?
From Ellis.
Yes, so what?
So you owe it to them.
I don't owe it to anybody. You understand me? That's all in the past now.
No, it's not. It's still there. Maybe you've changed, but they remember it. They remember every single cent that you've ever borrowed.
I don't remember, okay? Maybe I used it for a car payment or something, all right? I don't remember, all right?
You signed it over.
Yeah, I didn't sign anything over. What?
You were drunk.
I was not drunk. I don't know that much, right? It's not that drastic, right?
How are you gonna pay them?
Hey, I'll sell that land. You know that land's worth something.
It's phony land. Snakes run off to Mexico.
What snake?
Taylor. The lawyer. The lawyer lady friend of Mom's.
Taylor. Taylor, like the same lady.
The very same.
No, this isn't how it's supposed to be. You understand me? This isn't right. I was making myself a whole new path. I was making my way to the top. You
Got
understand?
it worked out so that you can't make it to the top.
No, I was on a whole new path. Do you understand me? This isn't right. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I bought the artichokes. I made the laundry. I did everything. All right? I became a whole new person.
They moved on us like a creeping disease. Didn't even notice.
I've become a whole new person. I've left that all behind, all right? I've changed. All of that doesn't matter now.
Just take the Packard.
What? And run? But hell are you talking about? I'm not running.
Why not?
Because this is everything that I have. I'm not going to leave everything behind.
Why not?
Because this is where I've settled down. This is where I've made my last stand. You understand me? I have drawn the line. There ain't no going back. They backed me up right to the Pacific Ocean. All right. You know, I admit it. I remember. But I was in a ruck. I was in a ruck up to my shoulders. You don't get it, son. That's how it all was. They all wanted you to borrow. The banks, the investors, the stockholders, everybody wanted you to take a little bit of money because everybody had money coming in. Everybody had money to spare. They want you to take and take and take as much as you can because everybody's got money coming in. Everybody was borrowing. Why couldn't I take advantage, huh? And that money stopped coming in. And they were still asking. And people were still taking. And it just kept going and going and going. You know there's not real money anymore, Wesley? It's all fake. I'll track her down, you understand me? I'll get her money back. I'll get that land back too. You understand me? I'll become a whole new person, I swear. I don't blame you, Mother, you know? I would have done the same thing. She must have thought I wouldn't be coming back. She must have thought I'd be gone forever.
Mexico, huh? You molested a day down there. Just finding it too easy. Stupid going to Mexico. It's the first place they'll look. What are you eating?
Food.
Off the floor? You're sick.
No. I tried his remedy.
He's got a remedy.
Yeah. It didn't fucking work. I did everything that he said. I drew the guy as hot as I could stand in, then as cold as I could stand in, let it creep up on me. I walked around the house naked, and when I made it outside and I butchered the lamb, I was freezing cold. Felt like my soul had jumped out of my own body. So I went looking for clothes and I dug into the trash can with the lamb's blood all over my arms.
You went in the garbage?
Yeah. You know what happened? With every piece of him that I put onto my body, his coat, his shirt, his pants, his boot, with everything that I put onto me, I felt a piece of him taking over me, like some sort of disease.
Well, don't eat your heart out about it. You did the best you could.
I didn't do a damn thing.
That's what I mean.
I just lived here.
Yeah. You got any cash? What are you looking around in there for? That's his coat.
You know, I thought you were in jail.
I was.
So what happened?
I used my ingenuity. They used my innate criminal intelligence.
What did you do?
I got out.
What did you do?
Made sexual overtures to the sergeant. That's how. Easy. Thinking about going into a life of crime. It's the only thing that pays these days.
You're stealing from Mom, you're stealing the car?
It's perfect self-employment crime. No credentials, no diplomas, no overhead, no upkeep. Just straight profit right off the top.
Why is it that Everyone else keeps moving forward, but I'm the only one who keeps moving backwards.
Because you don't look ahead, that's why. You don't see the writing on the wall. You gotta learn how to read things, Wes. It's deadly otherwise. You can't believe someone when they look you in the eye. You can't look behind them, see what they're standing in front of, what they're hiding. Everybody's hiding, Wes. Everyone. Nobody is who they say they are.
What are you?
I'm gone. I'm gone, never to return.
Emma?
Adios!
Weston, was that Emma?
Mom, it's me.
Get my coat, we can't let her go.
You weren't wearing a coat.
Get my coat!
You just let her go.
I can't let her go, I'm responsible!
Jesus! Have you ever heard a thing like that? Whoa, what a wallop, Jesus Christ! Old Slayer must have packed a brimful. I swear, I have never heard such a God Almighty bang in my whole career. Boy, is this a skin goat?
It's a lamb. Oh, it's a lamb. Looks like somebody's afterbirth to me.
Now, what was it that blew up out there, huh? What was that bang?
Bang? What bang?
The one outside.
Oh, that bang. That was a little reminder. Consider it a post-hypnotic suggestion.
Who are these men, Weston?
Weston. You're Weston.
My father.
Looks a little young, don't you think?
Well, she says he's Weston. He must be Weston.
So you're Weston. I'm sorry. Just, you see this? We pictured someone very different in mind. Okay, we had someone altogether different in mind.
What the hell was that blew up out there, huh?
Something that wasn't paid for, Weston. Something past due.
Long overdue.
The car. You blew up the car.
Bingo!
Get these bananas in my kitchen!
It's a mess in here, boy. I couldn't live like this if you paid me.
Well, that's what comes from not paying your bills. You let one thing slide. You let everything slide. Let it all go downhill till you wind up in a dung heap like this.
There's a fire out there.
That's right. Very thorough. The Irish developed it. Beautiful stuff. Never knew a ditcher.
There's nothing left of the car.
That's right. It'll go out. It's just a gel ignite nitro mixture. Doesn't burn for long. May leave a few scars on the lawn.
Well, we gotta run, Weston, but you get the general drift. Oh, one more thing. See your old man for us? Make sure you pass on the info. We just hate repeating ourselves. I mean, sure, the first time's fun, but after a while it gets pretty boring.
Don't forget to give the lamb some milk.
Ooh!
You look pretty bad off.
How long was I asleep? I must have slept the whole day.
Not for long.
And Emma left. She really left on that horse. I had a dream she was coming back. That's what woke me up.
Yeah, she was right here. Just in the kitchen.
Oh, you know what, Wes?
What?
Something just went right through me, just from looking at this lamb.
What was it?
That story your father used to tell about the eagle, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't. I remember something about it, but it just went right through me.
Okay.
I remember the eagle keeps swooping up on the shed roof and then going back up again.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. What happens next?
Yeah. The cat comes.
That's right. A big tomcat comes right out of the fields, and he goes up the shed roof to sniff the entrails.
And the eagle, he swoops down and lifts the cat up in his talons, doesn't he?
And they fight. They fight like crazy in the middle of the sky. The cat's tearing his chest out, and the eagle's trying to drop the cat, but the cat knows if he falls, he'll die.
And the eagle's trying to free himself from the cat. The cat won't let go.
And they both come crashing down to earth. They both come crashing down. Like one whole thing.
Yeah, woo! Yeah.